I've coached relationships for the last 20 years, and I've noticed that women keep making this same mistake. My first professional coaching session was in February of 2007. So technically, about 19 and a half years. But my first relationship coaching session was in the 10th grade. And I know you probably don't believe that. And I remember it like yesterday. So that probably was the year 1999 or 2000. For the 99 and the 2000s, like the song says. And I remember being on the phone with two young ladies, one who I was dating, and then her cousin or friend who was dating a guy that I know. And she was asking me for advice on what to do, how to do it, what to say, what to this and that. And that was in the 10th grade. That phone call probably was an hour or two. And she went and did what I told her. And she came back. We had another call. Maybe it was the next week or something. Could have been the next day. I can't remember. And she was like, Tony, everything you said was right. And throughout my whole life, I have heard that. And never once has a woman told me, Tony, the advice you gave me was wrong. And the reason being, I believe, is just from being a man and having played the game, having been out there, but also being in touch with my feelings, being in touch with my thoughts, my emotions, my actions. And it's a lot of men who give advice, but we speak from where we are. I just saw a clip somebody posted of the gentleman who passed away, named Kevin Samuels, and he asked the guy that he was talking to on the call, he was like, do you have a big D? And I hate to break it to you, but if a man who is giving advice ask another man, does he have a big D? The man who asked the question is gay. And I kind of felt like that, but that's not a question that a heterosexual man will ask another man. There's no ifs, no ands, and no buts about it. That's not a question that we ask. I say that to say, not all relationship advice is created equal. Not all of it comes from the same place. And not all messengers understand their mess on the same level. Now, since I started coaching, I've had to coach men and women from the ages of 16 years old to 75 years old on 6 different continents. And this is what I found throughout that time across the board. Women making the same mistake over and over and over. And if I could put it plainly, and then we'll go into it. If I could put it plainly, that mistake is staying for too long. Almost every woman, down to the woman, has been in a relationship where she stayed too long. And the reason why is because women date potential, not production. But yet women say that they don't believe in dating potential. But they forget everyone is potential, but not everyone produces. That's where you got to understand the difference. So over and over and over, I see women doing this thing where you listen to what he's saying and you sweep under the rug what he is doing. And we talked about this recently in the video. And what I want to do here is bring it home and help you understand what it really looks like in a relationship and what you have to do about it. Because it'll save you a lot of time and it could save your life. So I want you to think about that. And excuse me, send my wife a text message. Because the thing is, when you go into a relationship, you have to unashamedly, unabashedly, undashedly, unconashedly, all of the words, you have to have your deal breakers in place. But you have a deal breaker, and I want you to understand a deal breaker is like the straw that broke the camel's back. That's a deal breaker. But there's things that lead to a deal breaker. So a deal breaker may be a man physically cheating on you. But leading up to the physical cheating may be a man lying to you, may be a man alienating you, may be a man isolating you, ignoring you, manipulating you, leading you on. The mistake that women make is they allow lie, silent treatment, lie, manipulation, deception, lie, silent treatment. All of that has happened, but he still hasn't physically cheated. So the woman tells herself, well, he hasn't broken my deal breaker. He hasn't exhibited a deal breaker. My deal breaker is physically cheating or physical abuse. And he hasn't done either of those things. But here's the thing. He's exhibiting over and over and over the antecedent behavior. So he hasn't even exhibited what you consider the maladaptive behavior, but he's exhibited the antecedent behavior. So you ignoring that because it doesn't have physical implications, ramifications, or implications, you ignoring it. But what you don't realize is it's physical. It's just not coming from him. Your body is doing it to itself. Your nervous system is dysregulated. Your cortisol is high. And your body is paying the price. Visceral fat just won't go away. Stress, headaches, maybe eating too much, doing too much. And it's one of those things. So what happens is you get to a place where all of these things are happening and it's leading up to the big shebang, the big blim blam. And you let all those things happen. And what those things are doing is it's buying him time. So he buying time, and then when you finally get hit or you finally get cheated on, it's like you done put in so much time. You put in a whole year, 2 years. You done met his family or he done met your family, and you like, man, I can't flush all this down the toilet. All this time I done put in, all this, you by now you've fallen in love, you've given him your body, he's seen you cry, he's seen you at your worst, he's seen you at your best, he has paraphernalia in his phone, incriminating acts and things of the nature in his phone. And here he is, you sitting there and you like, man, if I leave, he could release those pictures. He could show those text messages. He could do this, do that. And I actually just saw that happen not long ago, where a woman was trying to leave her man. And he said, hey, you leave me, I'm going to post all of this stuff. All of the stuff I got on you. All of the crazy stuff you done said. All the crazy stuff you done. Everything you done showed. Every picture. I'm posting it all on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. So guess what the woman did? She cowtailed and she went on back to the man because she felt trapped. And rightfully so. Some people got stuff on them that they feel they'll never come back from. So they trapped. That's something that you got to think about on your antecedent behavior. What you got to think about is, what are you giving leverage and access to? What kind of stuff does this man have on you? So you got stuff, he got stuff on you that'll get you fired from your job. He got stuff on you that'll get you Baker acted. He got stuff on you that'll have you on a black web, the dark web, nasty site. He got stuff on you that he can pose as you on a pornographic site. Now, should you stay if things are bad or getting bad? No. To be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you from the outside looking in, we don't care. We don't care. Like, you could have had you, and y'all, this ain't for the kids. It's for the adults. So y'all put your headphones on, it kids somewhere. You could have took you a 12-incher off of Amazon and been wearing it out and recorded it and sent it to him. And he released that online. Guess what? We're not going to care, because we know what people do in a relationship. What's really going to happen is we going to call the police on him. We going to castrate him. We going to go off on him, because that's called revenge on. And so that's the mistake that a lot of women make. And the other thing is, another thing that traps you is, you know his friends, you know his family. He intentionally gets his mom or his sister to make you fall in love with them. Mom or sister becomes your best friend. So now you got more than a man that get on your nerves and that gaslight you and do you wrong from time to time, but you got a best friend in the equation. And don't let it be a situation where you and your mom don't get along, or your mom has passed away and now his mom is like your mom. That's even worse. Or you never had a sister, or you never really got along with women, and now you and his sister get along great. That's even worse. Or you work for his mom or his dad or his family business, or his sister or his brother or his uncle got you a job or put you on. Now you trapped even deeper. See, the thing about it is it don't matter. It don't matter what hooks he has in you. Y'all got a trucking company together, landscaping company together, credit repair company together. Y'all got a brick and mortar. Y'all own a club together, a restaurant together. It does not matter. The mistake that women make is staying too long. The faster you leave a toxic situation that is not healthy for you, the better. The faster you can heal, the faster you can grow, and the faster you can attract real love and now have real knowledge and know what's good and what's bad, what's healthy and what's unhealthy. So now you protect it. Now you in a much better space because now you know what to look for. Now you know what to expect. So if it takes you 10 years to leave, the next relationship should only take you 5 years to leave if you're doing bad. Really, after that first toxic relationship that you stayed too long, whether it was a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, that next relationship shouldn't take you more than 6 months to leave. No more games. You already know what you done been through. You know what you done suffered, and you up out of there. Boom, I'm gone. I already put up with stuff. Boom, I'm gone. And you go on about your business. You go on about your business. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. And you cannot see, this is the thing. What also traps you. You trapped in the Facebook status. You trapped in the hopes or the expectations or the envy of other people. You got a man and your haters have a dildo. You got a man and your co-workers or your sisters or your church members don't have a man. So everybody praising you, they clapping you up, they jealous of you, they expressing jealousy to you. Girl, you so lucky. Girl, you got a good man. Girl, you don't know how good you got it. Girl, what I wouldn't do for a man like what you got. Girl, how in the world you got him? Girl, that man is. Girl, that man that. And you just like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you ain't used to being coveted. You ain't used to being sweated and getting that attention. You ain't used to being the it girl. You ain't used to being her. And so you like, finally, I'm making these such and such to eat crow. Finally, they smelling my stuff. Finally, I get to pop my collar on these such and suches. Finally, y'all done always been the one. Y'all was the star cheerleaders. Y'all had all the boys in high school. Y'all had all that. Y'all would miss it, girl. Now it's my turn. Now you got a man. Now you feeling good. Yes. Let go your bag. You feeling good because you get the floss with your vacation to Cancun. You get the floss with your vacation to Europe if y'all could get over there. You get the floss with your flowers and your balloons on your birthday. Like all this little stuff you getting to do. And if you got any type of vindictiveness And now this relationship is your vindication. Cause some women, they mama is their number one hater. They mama is they op. And they rub it in they mama face that they got a man and they mama ain't got no man. For some women, it's their sister. For some women, it's their best friend. For some women, it's their coworker, or it's their hater or their nemesis. For some women, they being watched by other women online, and other women is liking her post out of jealousy. Jealous that she at the concert with her man. Jealous that she out the country with her man. Jealous that her man got her flowers. Jealous that her man decorated the whole hotel room or the living room or the house or whatever for her birthday. And you feeding off of that. You relishing in that. You love that. So now when the relationship go bad, when the relationship is drowning you, you scared to leave because you don't want to lose that clout. You don't want to lose that position. And then what you tell yourself is, well, all these such and suches is jealous of me and my man. So if I let him go, one of these such and such is just finna jump in line. And then he gonna treat her like a queen to get back at me and to make me mad because he really want me. And so I be letting him go to be the best man in the world for the next woman. Absolutely not. I'm gonna just sit here and suffer through this. I'm finna suffer through this because I refuse to watch another such and such ride off in the sunset with my man and all the work that I done put in, everything I done to get him to be even a half decent mutant ninja turtle. Like, I done took this man from a sewer rat to a little mini kingpin, and then I'm supposed to just walk out because he dogging me out because he cheated on me. I'm supposed to just leave and let the next woman have him after all the time and energy and money and work I done put in. I done got my body done for him. I done got my teeth done for him. I done moved out of the state or moved out the city or transition jobs. I done this. I done ate booty like grocery, done did all of this right here, done caught this, caught that, did this, did that, fought this, fought that. And now I'm supposed to just walk away. And that's what you be telling yourself. But see, you don't realize that what's on the other side or walking away is way better than what you got. You don't realize that healing feel better than that prison that you in. You don't realize that a real love, not a counterfeit love, not a decoy disguised as destiny, not a distraction disguised as destiny. You don't realize that it's real destiny out there for you. That's why I call it the destiny out. You don't realize that it's real destiny out there for you. Might not be on the app, but just in general. And so you stand stuck in that toxic relationship, broken relationship, deadbeat relationship, because you afraid to make your haters happy. You worry about everybody else but yourself. And that's all that is. You worry about everybody else. You worry about what they got going on, what they gonna think, what they gonna say, and they gonna clap it up. So like right now, I'm taking myself through what you're going through. I'm taking myself through that, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, okay, all right. If my wife wasn't doing me right now, if my wife wasn't treating me right, if my wife wasn't treating me right, could I walk away from her? And then the answer is, man, I don't want to hurt my kids. I don't want my kids' heart to be broken. I don't want my kids to have to go between two different homes. Man, I don't want all my haters to get to sit online and just talk about me all day, every day for the next 6 months, year. I don't want to be the brunt of everybody joke. I don't want to see my woman be with another man. I can't picture my woman sleeping with another man, being with another man intimately. That'll crush me. That'll hurt me. And so guess what? I got all of those excuses to stay in a toxic, dead relationship. See, I could process that. That's why I know what you're going through. I know what you're going through. If I take it and I walk, put your shoe on and walk a mile, put my feet in your shoes and walk a mile, I see it. I see what you're going through. I get it. It ain't easy. It ain't something none of us want to go through. That ain't something we proud of. It's hard to leave. But what you got to realize, if you attracted a relationship once, you could do it twice. If you did it twice, you could do it thrice. If you did it 3 times, you could do it 4 times. But what you also have to realize, and this is what I'm realizing in my side of life in business, is that before your breakthrough, it's always something that look like a breakthrough. Before your breakthrough, it's always a situation that is a decoy disguised as destiny, or a distraction disguised as destiny. That's where my teaching, where people started calling it a counterfeit. That's where that come from. I'm the relationship coach. Where that come from? And all I mean by a distraction disguised as destiny is just that little breaking of light before your breakthrough. That little peak that just look like, sound like, feel like, might be what you've been praying for. And see, the thing about it is, the devil know what you want. It ain't rocket science. The devil know what you want. So therefore, he gonna send you one of his minions that look exactly like what you prayed for, to see if you'll miss the signs and to see if you'll settle. That's all that's about. That's all that's about. So you got to realize and you got to understand that come with it. That come with it. So be willing. And I'm going to tell you something. When you walk away, you might get the opportunity to come back. It has happened. My wife left me 2 months into dating. We bumped back into each other 6 months later. We hit it back off. 10 months later, we was married. 2 months later, she left me again for 3 days. So she left me and we happened to come back together. It has happened. Millions, if not millions, hundreds of thousands of times in our world, people get back together. So, but sometimes in order for it to work, you got to break it. For it to work, you got to leave. Sometimes, like that glow in the dark light, that little stick that you got to snap it for the light to activate. Sometimes you got to break it to fix it. Like, it's already broke, but like, you got to finalize it. You got to be willing to walk on. And then you teach the man what you won't tolerate. So now he know, if I want her, I got to meet her where she at. I got to do right. So think about that and stop making that mistake. If you need to leave, it's time to leave, even if it's just to send a message. And he ain't got to know your timeline or that you coming back in 3 days or 7 days or 14 days. To him, it got to look real. He got to feel like you gone for good. It got to be some no contact in there. And then you could come back. If he want to do the right thing, want to go through the coaching sessions. If he really, really push you away, he gonna need 12 of them. Gonna need 12 of them. And I can't recommend nobody other than me or my father. So, hey, this Tony Gaskin, God bless you. If you don't see me over the next couple of days, I'm on a sabbatical and getting my head right, mapping out my plan. And I'm going to put my life story into the form of a course and some downloads and workbooks and things of that nature. And I'm going to put that life story into that right there. And for you to be able to get the whole game on how to be able to live your purpose and work for yourself and not somebody else. So stay tuned. It'll probably be $1,000 course, even though it's worth $10,000. I can't bring myself to charge that. But who knows now? The Lord say, hey, well, you giving away $1 million blueprint. Well, you need to get who's serious. Oh, no, I might. Nah, I ain't going to do that. But it'll be a good grand, though. It'll be at least a good grand. And so, and don't know if it'll ever go on sale. And it may be my last course that I ever make or sell. Other than that, just live classes. So, think on that. My son texted me, my 19-year-old, talking about he might grow out his beard. God bless you. Keep your head up. Keep going. All the important links in the description. We'll talk soon.